Conviction, baby. Conviction. Gonna talk to you a little bit about building conviction in your trading. Conviction to follow a trade, and also conviction to, which honestly, conviction, you need conviction to execute a trade. So something that I've learned, and you may already know this, if you don't have conviction and you try to put on a trade, even if the trade is good, you're gonna screw it up in some way because you're not gonna trust. So it's really important to have conviction in your trading. Now here's what's interesting though, is I don't think conviction is a thing. I think conviction is not having is the absence of cognitive dissonance. Okay, conviction is the lack of cognitive dissonance. If you have cognitive dissonance in your trading, you won't make money. And it can be, you have to examine your beliefs and look at why you do things and ask yourself what you believe. It's not that simple. So for instance, recently I had a scenario where my system's fundamentally long and is long, and my beliefs are the market's gonna go down. So the cognitive dissonance means I don't have conviction in my system, I can't trade it. So I had to either change my beliefs or I had to change my system to match my conviction. And I was able to do that. I was able to change the system in a way that matched my fundamental views, and also improved the historical backtest so I could believe in it. So that relieved the cognitive dissonance and gave me conviction to follow my system, which my system now says, stay out of the market and wait. Same thing goes with running bots. And if I go back to my early days in trading, when I started, I was convinced Bitcoin was going to go on a massive rally. So much so, this was in 2020, inflation was going to be out of control. I was calling all my friends and family, telling them to buy Bitcoin. This is an insane opportunity. And I knew nothing could go wrong because I was in a really secure financial place with my work and my side hustles. And I had some inheritance money coming in that was just going to bail me out of whatever losses I might accrue. So when I look back and I'm like, why was I able to make so much money right out of the gate? Well, I had so much conviction, I had no cognitive dissonance. But I started to build different and differing beliefs as the years went on in trading. And I had losing years because a lot of it's lack of conviction coming from cognitive dissonance, not knowing what I should do. It's like, why didn't I hold the 50 Bitcoin long from I had a 50 Bitcoin long from 17,000 that wicked into my entry and never even came close to exit. If I was still holding that now, 5 million, it'd be running at 5 million, right? So crazy. Well, I didn't have conviction. I didn't have a clear system. I wasn't sure that Bitcoin could do it again, or I also wasn't down to wait. Anyways, enough about me. You could have different kinds of cognitive dissonance. One of them might be, a common one is wanting to lose money. People don't know this. You may subconsciously want to lose money because it's a bad beach story you can relate to other people with. It could also be, there's stories of guys who want to lose their money so their wife will leave them. It could be that. You could also have cognitive dissonance around, one that I had back in the day was like, I need to be alert to watch the charts. And no, I need to only look at the charts occasionally. That caused me so many problems of, do I need to be alert and follow things closely, or do I need to be more laid back and disciplined and occasional? So there's so many places for cognitive dissonance where you want to trade one asset with one system, but you don't believe in the asset. Or maybe you believe in the asset, but you don't believe in the system. Or now you have cognitive dissonance coming in. This is one of the reasons why I got off Twitter and got off other trading groups. Because I have cognitive dissonance coming in from people saying, they believe XYZ. They want to take this trade, and now or they think this system's the best, and now I'm like, okay, what do I believe? So what I can tell you is, you want to do as much as you can to remove cognitive dissonance as possible. As much as possible, you want to remove cognitive dissonance, which will allow you to have conviction, which will allow you to not only put on trades, but stay with the trades. So when we talk about staying with the trades, when you're putting on a trade, you have to ask yourself if you have any doubt, it doesn't mean you're still gonna have losing trades, but if you have any dissonance around it, if you have full conviction, if not, don't bother putting on the trade, because you're not gonna execute it well. Now, if you can't do that, you've got a trading addiction, and that's also a problem, as a lot of people have, is they want to make money, but they also want to gamble, which causes extreme anxiety and stress of dissonance of like, I'm trying to protect my money, but I'm gambling. That's really stressful. So you got to look into that too, and look at your dopamine addiction and all this. If you want a book to help you, there's a good book called Super Trader by Van Tharp. You can check that out. He deals into the subconscious. Also, some of the market wizards do this. They dig into certain beliefs that if there's a hypnotist for traders who writes a chapter or does an interview. But yeah, you have to resolve the cognitive dissonance, and it's really hard to, because cognitive dissonance also comes from not knowing. So is this a trade actually a good idea or not? And you realize you don't really know. So you can solve cognitive dissonance. I mean, something that has resolved a lot of cognitive dissonance for me is the backtesting. Because now I know this is a good idea, I know this is a bad idea. So learning how to computer backtest is really important. It took me 4 years to learn how to computer backtest in trading. It took me 4 years. Manual backtesting is worthless. I didn't figure that out until the 4th year. It's not only worthless, it's super time intensive. It's a huge waste of time. I wasted a lot of time doing manual backtesting. So much time. Wasted a lot of time and a lot of money to get to where I am, but I am in a great place now. Right now, just letting the bots run. Up $800 on the day. The system said close, get out of the swing longs, of the investment longs. I did so. And we're chilling. So, yeah, I hope you find that useful. Comment down below. Also, if you can't beat them, join them. If you can't find a better system than mine, there's a link to it down below. You can go check it out. But as always, I'm offering a reward if you can find and show me a better system. A system that backtests better than mine. Still never seen it. I've been issuing this challenge for a while now. No one is able to show me a better backtest. I believe we have the best system there is, that's at least publicly available. And I'm going to keep saying that until someone shows me a better backtest. Again, not just, we did 2 million% return on Bitcoin. Well, we also did it on gold and NASDAQ. So I want a backtest that's better across all asset classes. Show me better. Then we can talk. Anyways, appreciate y'all. Much love. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.